started with 2,360 members. Today, we have 2,623 members, a net gain of 262 members. I want to thank all Rotarians and Rotary clubs that have made this possible, because without your support, without your dedication, without your motivation, we wouldn't have been where we are on membership. I'm to clubs to please hesitate, use the termination button any moment from. I'm aware that as we gradually approach the end of the Rotary year, some clubs may be inclined to terminating members. Termination is always the last resort, and it is something that should be done with caution and circumspection. No Rotarian, no Rotary club, no district gets an award for terminating members. The into our organization would add value to the work of Rotary. So let us look at innovative, dynamic, and vibrant ways of retaining our members so that our net gain will be appreciable. We do not envisage that having come this far with all the gains that we have made, our district will not decline. That is not something that we envisage. I do not hope for that, and I want the support of all Rotary clubs and Rotarians to please join hands. Even as we have few days to the end of the Rotary year, you could still attract new members, and please promptly report them to Rotary International. It does us no good if we keep members and say that we want to report them later after collecting their money. It will not be fair to those new members, and it will not do justice to us as Rotarians and even as a district. So I would enjoy fair play and good conduct on the part of clubs that are still bringing in new members to please kindly report them to Rotary International. On the Rotary Foundation, I want to once again thank Rotarians for their generosity, for their spirit of giving, for their cooperation, and for their support of the Rotary Foundation through its various sources of attracting funds. We have so far the sum of $524,805.54 as funds that have been attracted to the Rotary Foundation to date. I want to thank all Rotarians, all Rotary clubs, all volunteers, all supporters, all donors who have made this possible. And as they say, it's never over until it is over. We still have few days to the end of the Rotary year, whereby we can still make more contribution as individuals, even as clubs, to the Polio Plus Fund, to the Endowment Fund, to the Annual Fund, and ensure that at the end of the Rotary year, our district has something to be proud of. I'm proud of all Rotarians in our district, and I'm proud of the cooperation that I've received from clubs, and I don't want us to relax until it is over. It is not yet over. So please, let the gift still continue to come in, and may God bless all those who have donated to the foundation and those who are also planning to do so. And giving to the foundation or bringing members to our organization is not a one-off thing. It is something that continues. So let's continue it into the next Rotary year and subsequent Rotary years, so that our district would continue to grow from strength to strength. On district dues, we still have clubs that have not paid their district dues. Some clubs prefer to pay outright dues while neglecting the district dues because they believe that the district cannot terminate them, that it is only outright. But that's a mistake on their part. Any club that falls short of the rules can be recommended for termination to Rotary International, and that includes what Rotary International describes as delinquent clubs. That is, clubs that have refused to pay their dues. Please, I do not want us to go through that route. Suffice it to mention that Rotary Club of Ajao Estate, Rotary Club of Ikorodu Central, Rotary Club of Maboro Newtown, Rotary Club of Yaba, and Rotary Club of Tapa Golden are still owing district dues. I deliberately mentioned the names of these Rotary clubs so that the club presidents and club leaders, their assistant governors and zonal coordinators and stakeholders would prevail on them to pay their debt. The debt of these 5 clubs is becoming an embarrassment to the district, and I think that it is something that they should not be proud of too. We have been engaging them behind the scene, but because of their refusal to pay, that is what has made it imperative for me to mention their names. And these names, the names of this club will be documented for my successor to also see that they have not paid, if they didn't pay up to the 30th of June, so that we can ask them to pay. It is a debt that shouldn't have arisen at all if they had paid attention to it. So I'm still appealing to them to redeem their image and pay these debts. And assistant governors who are supervising clubs that are in default of district dues should also live up to expectation. They should rise up to the expectation and do the needful. It is part of their job to ensure that clubs are in good standing, not only at Rotary International, but also at the district. For clubs and individual Rotarians that have supported the district, we thank you in so many ways. Your support has been outstanding. It has made us to achieve our lofty goals and objectives. It has made our district also proud, and it has made our voice to be heard, not only nationally, but globally, because the support that you have given to the district in so many ways has been very impactful. Once again, I thank all Rotarians, all corporate organizations, and all Rotary clubs and stakeholders that have keyed into our vision, and we can't thank you enough. We have received support not only for the district office, but for the vocational training center in Igbobo, Ikorodu, Lagos, for the vocational center in Odomola, Epe, Lagos, and for all other activities of the district. And we thank you for your support. May God in his infinite mercies continue to bless your undertakings. On Monday, the 29th day of June, we will be commissioning the District Digital Library. I want to thank past President Oluwatosin Sanyaolu and members of our committee for bringing this to reality. It is our hope that when commissioned, Rotarians will take advantage of the digital library and also support it with equipment, with books, with implements, and with items that will make it very functional and beneficial to all Rotarians in our district. It is our plan that it will be commissioned on that day. If not, it will eventually be done on the 30th of June. But the plan is to ensure that everything is concluded before the end of the current Rotary year. The library is almost ready, and it is something that we will all be proud of at the end of the day. Whatever has a beginning has an end. And in this regard, we are holding the end of the Rotary year appreciation party on the 30th of June. The event starts at 4 p.m. However, on the same day, because of the so many events that have been scheduled for that day, we will be doing some awards and recognitions that will precede the main event. That will start 1 hour before the commencement of the program. So I want to appeal to all Rotarians to please come and join us as we celebrate our year together. It is our year, it is your year, because you have made it happen. Without your support or your input or your contribution, we would not have been able to gather together the accomplishments that we want to celebrate on that day. So for us, it is a thing of joy, it's a thing of celebration, and it is a thing of togetherness. I want to thank the Council of Governors of District 9112 for their unflinching support, for their cooperation, for their commitment, for their advice, for their wise counsel, and for their guidance. Without their support, I would not have been able to make the mark that I was able to make, and the support of my fellow Rotarians and Rotary clubs, who together have made it possible for us to celebrate our accomplishments. I thank all Rotary Club presidents, all assistant governors, all committee chairmen, all zonal coordinators, and all members of other committees that have in one way or the other added value and contributed to the success of the current administration. And I also thank members of staff of the district. I thank members of my core team, and I thank all other stakeholders who are too numerous to mention for their support and cooperation. At this moment, I would like to pause and welcome comments, suggestions, and opinion, because today, being the end of the district governor speaks, should be interactive. So I welcome ideas and I welcome your views. Thank you very much.
Thank you to our district governor for the update, and I will say congratulations for the contributions we have made to the foundation. Over $500,000 of state count. That's truly remarkable, my dear district governor. So at this point, let me quickly do some recognition. I welcome assistants on this call who are just joined us, and those who were here before midday. We are at this issue, and to therefore, there's go-ahead, Lanre Adedoyin. PhD teacher to I welcome John of the Seaboard, the mother of Lucas AG, President of the government, our DGN, who is sure me is right here with us. You're most welcome. We have DK Nabuye, DK Renaya, Ifaya. My PhD, welcome. Francis Abuwa, Amina Amina, the teacher of the thank you for joining us. You can have a full year. You want our body, not our physical. Yes, like our physical. Last question. You're very welcome. Obido Michael, thank you very much. Actual. Also, welcome to Playback Ferry. We have Louis Castan Show. We have Obama, we don't have to ever contact or ever thank you for participating in all the living states. We have people, possible. Here we have our previous on the book, also regular. Thank you for your service to Rotary. I will handle to be tired, you are here. I welcome you. To be our blue, and most welcome. So at this point, I will allow to be tired, Dr. President of the Police, to handle the Q&A session, comments of the this being our last 56 for the current 50 year wind down in the third edition. We didn't miss any points. We don't work out of trouble. Anytime, let's take the next section, the comments of the as the wrap up the here under the distinguished leadership of our Abiodun Owolewa, Lanre Adedoyin. And please continue to share the link for this meeting.
Good afternoon, good morning, good evening from all over the world. We appreciate everyone on this call. We thank you for making it with us to the last session of the district. We have questions in-house right now, but I know the DJ has told us of the programs on Monday and Tuesday, so we are hoping that a lot of us will be able to make it. If you have any final questions, we will allow for hands raised or comments on the chat group. Any questions or clarifications at all, we will entertain that via the chat room or by show of hands raised. Okay. If not, I have the permission of my chair, particular chair and district governor to invite everyone to the last day of this, our last evening with DG on Tuesday. Let us take the date and celebrate one another. Thank you very much.
All right. Consent chart. So it's a bit, I don't think I'm maybe 2 minutes, 1 or 2 minutes. While we wait for them, we just like to welcome back all Rotarians who were at the Rotary International Convention in Taipei, Taiwan. It was a visit point, the Center of Fellowship, Friendship, Service, and Global Leadership in Taiwan.
In short, because it was a beautiful experience to partner with fellow Rotarians, join fellowships, exchange cultural experiences, eat other food from different places. It was fun. We have Rotarian Neckar and Rotarian Neckar. Please unmute and speak. Thank you.
Good day, my DG and district leaders here present. I usually don't talk in this kind of gathering because I have so much in my heart. But this being the last district, I just want to make some comments and appreciation. Having worked closely with this DG and his core team members, I've really learned so much from them. You see, it's not just to be a leader. What kind of leader are you? I'm not here to praise him or any of his core team members. What kind of leader are you? Are you a leader that when you're leaving, people want to shed tears? Or are you a leader that when you're leaving, people cannot wait for you to go? I've learned so much this Rotary year. I have learned so much from the DG, from the core team. They treat others like human beings. Unfortunately, I have to say it here, some of us, Rotarians, we don't treat each other with that kind of respect and regard. And I pray and wish we will emulate from their good leadership skills and qualities. Thank you very much, my DG. Anywhere I see you, you are my DG. Anywhere I see the core team, I'm still very free with them. They correct you with love. Nobody chastises you. Nobody wants to know whether, oh, you have been in Rotary for some number of years, you don't know this. Call them at any point in time. They will answer you. Each and every one of them. They have been there for us. Thank you so much. I don't want to say this thing is the best. It is one of the best. May God bless you all. It is not easy. This 1 year, it is not easy. Thank you.
Thank you very much for appreciating our DG and the core team. Members of the core team, we appreciate you. That's coming from the not easy we did. Thank you very much. And Do we have any other person on the call who would like to say something or who would like to send us in chapter?
I saw a message from the son of the party. Thank you for being very happy.
We'll think about it, sir. We'll see you on Tuesday. We'll see you on Tuesday.
Thank you for being present on all the 12 meetings sessions. Thank you, we appreciate you. We thank you for your service to you. So on Tuesday, come on, celebrate with the CG and other residents and the practice. Thank you. Now, as I was saying, the Rotary International Convention, we had, according to the Rotary International Bill, 37,000 candidates. But for us from Nigeria and the rest of Africa, it was a moment of pride as Yinka Babalola was introduced as our next Rotary International President from July 1. And he was there with his family, wife, Percy, a lawyer, the mother, the 3-year-old mom, the 2 daughters, and the son and sister-in-law, who stepped out of state majestically. You know, and it was a great moment for me from Nigeria. And they were all decked out, you know, green as well. And interestingly, the second time an African in Nigeria for that matter to be leading the global organization. The first one being the Natamaki Agbe, who was our president in 2004. And now another Nigerian leading Rotary International from 20 July 1. I think it is unprecedented. 2 leaders from India, from Africa, leading Rotary, the entire history of the organization. The convention in Taipei was 117. I think that was really remarkable. It was impressive. I look forward to the next convention in Barcelona next year. So let us begin to sign up for Barcelona and build great connections. The one thing about the Rotary International Convention, committed for another partners of global governments. We make new friends, we renew old ties, and the breakout sessions we learn a lot of knowledge. And of course, we know the people, the culture, and such experiences you cannot buy them with. So if we don't have any other comments,
We have chapter. We have those local opinion. Well done to the DG, the support team, and the public viewing team. You guys did great. We have another message from Rotarian Lanre. I congratulate our new DG and Rotarians for an amazing Rotary year. It has been a wonderful year with great achievements and progress. Well done, our DG. DG can talk the common.
yes, thank you. Thank you for comments. Like a lot of people don't want to say anything as we wrap up 2025 6 with District Governor Lanre in Valedictory. It's been easy to thank you for good as we prepare to great lessons class. Okay.
Let me know that when I'm recording this shit from the public debate team. My dear so far, ciao. Thank you. Bye.
Well, thank you, Secretary.
Yes, sir.
We should revert back to our district governor now for his closing comments.
Sorry, one more. Because you enjoyed 3 months goal. Thank you, my people, for all you've done. Rotarian will be at the money. We cannot wait to welcome you home, sir. Okay. Thank you.
Yes. All right. My district governor, back to you.
Thank you. So once again, I want to thank you, my fellow Rotarians, for those kind words, those wonderful words of encouragement and motivation. And let me also remind us, as I did say, when the district directory came, we still have copies of the district directory for clubs that are yet to collect theirs. We do not want it to gather dust here or litter the district office. So for clubs that are yet to collect theirs, please come and do so. I'm aware that we have few clubs that are yet to collect theirs because I've seen the remaining documents that are available. So I will advise that we do this very quickly so that by the time the next one is coming, there will be space for us to put them in. And I'm referring to the next Rotary year. So I would crave your cooperation in this regard to come and do that. Well, the Rotary year, as we all know, will end gracefully on the 30th of June, which is just about 6 days away, which is on Tuesday. And we expect our members to come massively, come in your large numbers, and come and celebrate on that day. Of course, that's also the handover day from my humble self to the district governor elect. And if there's one thing I really want to appeal to Rotarians to do, our Rotary clubs, it is that you should support my successor, the incoming district governor, Lanre Adedoyin. As I've often said, ours is a new district. Together with my predecessor and my successor, we are the first three district governors that will be serving our vibrant districts. And we should be able to work together to take the district with our own successors too. I have three successors in a row now. I have the governor-elect Lanre Adedoyin, I have the governor nominee Ishowabi, I have the district governor nominee designate Ibrahim, all in succession. And I believe that working together, we should be able to take our district to greater heights. Our district should be able to do more than what we have done in the last Rotary year, what we would have done in the current Rotary year, so that we can measure our growth as being tremendous. We are not growing if we do not surpass what we have done in previous years. And I'm an advocate of growth. I'm an advocate of continuity because I believe in continuity, and I'm an advocate of togetherness. So please cooperate with DG Lanre and his team when they assume office during their tenure, and accord the same cooperation to their successors. I believe and hope that successors will do better than those who have been there before, because it is only through that we can say that our district is growing, and may our district continue to grow from strength to strength. And I also need to remind you that the district governor's installation comes up on the 4th of July. And without much ado, I believe that we are all warming up for that landmark event. And that is where I will officially hand over the baton of leadership to DG Lanre, who would have assumed office on the 1st of July. And I pray that his tenure will also be productive and impactful. So all Rotarians, please support the district, support the district leadership, and support all activities of our districts. One thing I also want us to pay attention to is that no matter what, we should give to the Rotary Foundation. It is our foundation, and the best that we can do is to continue to support it so that it will continue to be relevant, and through which we will continue to do good in the world. And of course, our own local foundation is there, which is the District 9112 Educational and Welfare Endowment Fund, the WEF. I would not stop thanking Rotarians and clubs that have donated so well to the WEF in the current Rotary year. Rotarians and clubs that have donated to the named funds, individual Rotarians, Rotary clubs, and those who believe in us. For the youth exchange, I'm happy to inform you that on the 22nd of June, we received the certificate of incorporation of District 9112 Rotary Youth Exchange Foundation, which will then pave the way for a final approval of Rotary Youth Exchange in District 9112. Of course, in the course of the Rotary year, the Rotary International requested me to take a course, which I took, and upon the successful completion of that course, we were given provisional approval. As I speak to you, we have 4 candidates that have been approved. One is out of the country, has resumed in Brazil. The others are going to Germany and India, and their documentation is still work in progress. And we believe that if not completed before the end of the current Rotary year, they can always be done in the next Rotary year. Rotary is a continuous effort. No Rotary district governor or club president can do the work of Rotary in 1 year. And with continuity and a well-laid succession plan, we can work smoothly to ensure that our goals are met and we do the work of Rotary the way it ought to be done. So I want to thank you all. I want to thank everyone who has been instrumental to the accomplishments and the successes of 2025-2026 as I take my bow as your district governor. I want to thank you for giving me the opportunity to lead. I want to thank you for giving me the cooperation that I desired and needed. I want to thank you for your frank and honest advice, for your suggestions, for your invaluable contribution, for your commitment, for your dedication, and for believing in me. Because if you didn't believe in me and the cause of Rotary that we set out to pursue together, we would not have achieved what we have achieved. But again, we shouldn't rest on our oars. So we need to do more. What we have just done, to me, would be regarded as beginning. By the time successive leaders come on board, I believe that they will be able to surpass whatever we have done. And if that is done, I will be happy that our district is growing, because the growth and development of our district is paramount to me. I've never been in competition with anybody. It is not a race that we are running against each other. All that one needs to do is to be rightly motivated, lead righteously, and be guided by the rules. So once again, I thank all of you for your support, and I pray that God would continue to bless your undertakings. So before I wind up at this very final moment of our engagement in this district governor speaks, I would like to thank the chairman of the district public image committee, our district governor nominee designate Ibrahimo, and members of his team. I want to thank past president Nneka Ifejika of the Rotary Club of Lekki Nobari for a good job as the chairman of the Protocols and Logistics Committee of the district. Prior to my assumption of office on the 1st of July, the committee has started work, and I'm impressed by what they have done. I also want to thank particularly the charter president of the Rotary Club of Eko Cosmopolitan, Rotarian Temitayo Ayoride. Tayo, you have been a very wonderful Rotarian. We started this together, and you never relented for one day, despite your tight schedule as a banker. I can't thank you enough. I thank other members of the Public Image Committee that have in one way or the other contributed to this, and it's my expectation that together we will continue to take our district to greater heights. I thank all committee chairs, because without the wonderful work of the committees at various levels, the district would not have been able to achieve what it has achieved. And I want to pray that God in his infinite mercies will also take us to greater heights. On Tuesday, we would be welcoming all of you. It is not a day of speeches for me, but a day to say thank you for your efforts. So more of appreciation, more of music, more of good food, more of entertainment and dancing to finish the Rotary year strongly as envisaged. So God bless you all, Rotarians of District 9112 and our clubs, members of staff. I thank my family, particularly my wife, Iyabo. I thank my children for the support for staying by me, because without their support, without their own front, I would not have been able to do all that I've done. So I thank my family. I thank the family of Rotary at large, and I thank everyone that has supported us. Regardless of whether your name has been mentioned or not, God knows from the depth of my heart that I thank all of you in good conscience. And you can't do this work without stepping on toes, or without offending people, or without people offending you. For all those that have offended, I seek for your forgiveness. For all those who have offended me, I also forgive you. Whatever we have done is for the benefit of the organization. No personal grudges, no misgivings, and I can tell you for free, I have no ill feelings against any Rotarian or any Rotary Club or any member of staff or any stakeholder or those who have come against us, even when we are pursuing the common goal of uplifting our district. So I thank everyone, and may God bless our undertakings.
It's a wrap for the districts for this year, and we appreciate you too. We have thanked all of them. We also need to thank you for your leadership. We are proud of your leadership style. It goes to tech, and we, work towards achieving and accomplishing those goals. We blend team spirit, team effort, and I think NECA put it very, very, very directly that the style is important. Many leaders say some go celebrate. I'm happy to let me down. Some will say, oh, don't go. The food is here, tears of joy and happiness. But I want to say that I work closely with you. Apart from being a team, you have proven to be a very distinguished leader. Not only a Rotary, but outside of Rotary. I think you've been able to mobilize, you've been able to really motivate students, and that is why we're getting the kind of results we're getting. In spite of the challenging economic circumstances, you have raised over 520,000 US without a clean cut. So we celebrate and we congratulate. And I know we'll have a grand celebration. So we're inviting all the players. By this time we have about 51 and 54. And I know a lot more players have joined the activity and work on some other applications. But of course, I know there are others who have joined via Instagram, Facebook, and we want to thank all of them. We thank immediately the district. We have Abiodun Owolewa there. We have Peter of Rotary. Thank all of you for your support. And of course, the 4 teams who have been working closely with the district. We believe that the new year, July 1, is a mountain as Rotary International President Manchester Adedoyin put it campaign. You just change the pattern for the work of Rotary never stops. In Barcelona, it will be 118th convention, 118. You know what that means. So, thank everybody, our friends, Rotarians, friends of Rotary International support. We do that together, we make a great team, and to move on to the next 50 years. And we continue to serve humanity. So, my district governor, I believe that all our Rotarians and Rotarians have listened to us, listened to you especially. And maybe it's time for you to close this session formally.
Okay, thank you, my DGND. Yes, before I close, let me just make this, let me just put in this information for the benefit of our members. The district grant that has been disbursed, I'm aware that clubs have started commissioning the projects in respect of which they took the district grant. I want to thank those clubs, and I want to encourage clubs that are yet to use the money for the district grant to please utilize it for the purpose for which they requested that grant, because there will still be stewardship at the end of the day for us. So please use those funds judiciously and make sure that when you do your reporting, you provide proofs of the projects that you have done. You could give us pictorial evidence, you could give us reports in writing, so that we would be able to send them to the Rotary Foundation that this is what that has been used for. And for clubs that are still interested in global grant, we have one last opportunity to put in our application, because this is the year where we will roll over the funds that have not been used by us. And by the 30th of June, the Rotary Foundation expects that all unused or unallocated funds should be rolled over, and we have the opportunity of choosing where we want those to be directed, and we have chosen to direct those. So for us, those funds will still continue to be used for the benefit of humanity. So for global grants, I encourage more clubs to please join the trend to do more global grants. In the course of the Rotary year, we have given some of our DDF allocation to global grants from interested clubs and those who want to use it judiciously. So I will appeal to clubs. Desist from going to the Rotary Center to allocate funds to yourself without recourse to the district governor, because if you do so, there is no guarantee that those funds will be available to you. And I'm saying this as I round up this Rotary year. The next governor should not be in this situation where clubs will just go to the grant center to allocate funds to themselves without recourse to the district governor. No matter what, seek the consent or approval of the district governor before you do so. This is an observation that I've made in the course of this Rotary year, and I do not want clubs to carry it over to the next Rotary year. Once you are not clear as to the availability of funds for global grants, seek the consent of the district governor or the grant chairman or the Rotary Foundation chairman at the district for guidance, and they will be able to guide you so that you do not allocate funds that are unavailable for yourselves. Don't resort to self-help. Ask from those you know, and the person you should ask from is the district governor, the Rotary Foundation committee chair, and the grants chairman. Those are your first line of action before you do anything. I wish every one of us well as we move from one presidential message to the other. The presidential message for the current year is Unite for Good. The presidential message for the next Rotary year is Create Lasting Impact. So when we unite for good, we create lasting impact. And it is my joy and pleasure to hand over the baton to our district governor who will create lasting impact, and that is Rotarian Lanre Adedoyin. Thank you all once again. As I close this meeting, yes. Please let them go ahead. Let them go ahead.
Good morning, fellow Rotarians and district owner. I will want to, and also to the Council of Governors, which I'm privileged to. We shall survive, and I know we are going to meet again. Thank you very much, Master. Thank you. Thank you, DNS. Thank you very much. Yes, President. And some of the messages here, the delivery of the convalidation teaching was very successful here. We have another one, Mustafa Simon. Thank you, teaching, for your leadership, mentorship, and commitment to service. I learned so much from your humility and stewardship. You will be blessed always. You will always be celebrated and blessed. Then we have from Shagamu, Metro Owa, who also did develop my DJ and the core team, who was especially in someone who was really excellent on the gadgets of Joe for our parts. We also have from the Middle City, the Peter
Hello? That's all. The chief of staff, Akim Sumano, the chief of staff, Akim Sumano Sade. Akim Sumano, chief of staff.
Any message I will read.
Chief of staff, birthday.
Our PPG, who had said it's ABC 1.1, well done to the achievement. There is a Joyce Raymond. Thank you, my DG, for all you have done. I think that's about it. There's a revolution Lagos here, Prince. On behalf of the Revolution Lagos, I sincerely thank you for your exceptional leadership, vision, and dedication toward this Rotary. Your support, guidance, and sensitivity have strengthened our club and inspired all of us to do. Your tenure will be remembered to honor. That's every day the revolution in Lagos. That's it now. It's all over. Alright, I think that's about it. Right.
Okay, so thank you, my fellow Rotarians. I take all those comments and compliments, I take them in good faith, and I want to thank you too, because without you, there will be nothing for us to celebrate. So you made it happen, and I will always remember that in District 9112, we have a crop of vibrant, dedicated, committed, and articulate Rotarians who will always rise up with the occasion to ensure that we make things work. We are people of action. So on this note, it is my honor and privilege to finally bring this meeting to a close at 4 minutes after 1, and see you all on Tuesday by the grace of God. Thank you.